Hey guys, this is Heretic, and this is the guide to the Star Ruins. We will go over the basics of how it works and why you should always be mining crystals. Before we get started, if you're a fan of War and Order and mobile gaming in general, then you're in the right place. We release 3 to 5 videos like this every week. So if you could take a minute and like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, it will help out a lot. If you have comments or feedback or want to suggest another area I should cover, leave a comment below the video and I'll pick a random person and answer your comment in a video. Okay, let's get started. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. The Star Ruins are on the right side of your city. They are right next to your workshop. It's a building with a celestial globe on top of it with a star in the middle of it. If you click it and go in and look at the informational on the first page, the important thing here to consider is its power can be used to increase the zodiac level. So that really sums up what the Star Ruins are all about. All right, on the second page, it goes into talking about you're actually competing against people from other realms. You have a shallow load and you have deep loads. Shallow loads, you can attack. You can't be attacked. You're safe there to gather. And in the deep loads, you can actually plunder other people's, what a percentage of what they've gathered. Once you do start mining, you're safe for 2 hours. And then you can be attacked at that point. Gathering is calculated. You get a certain amount every hour or every minute. After you occupy for 30 hours, the system will automatically just take out what you've earned and give that to you, and you'll be out of the mine. You can also just click collect and get out. So there's a quest every day. There's 2 quests. One of them is to gather in the deep loads, and the other one is to occupy or plunder a star source mine that's occupied by another lord. So if we actually kind of look in and see, you'll see at the bottom, you see the shallow load, and then you see deep loads. Within here, if you click yourself on there, you can actually collect what you've already earned. And then I can show you, so you want to look for someone to plunder. You can either occupy, which means you beat them and you knock them out completely, or you can plunder them and take a percentage of what they've already collected. And so I tend to do the plundering because I don't want to kick someone completely out. But if I plunder, I take a little bit from them, and I also complete that quest. And it's important that you do this every single day from the very beginning of your kingdom. So if I go through, I find someone, I click plunder, I set my march. It's a PvP march, the best I can do right now. We're still pretty early on. I don't have a ton of troops. It's a little bit embarrassing, I guess. But if I go through, I'm going to go ahead and just set an easy march and just balance things out a little bit. I don't really think it's going to matter that much. I don't think it's going to be too close here. All right, and set out and go to battle. So this, again, I love watching this over and over and over. That's one of the great things about War and Order is you can actually see the battle and what's happening. So there we go. I took a little bit of their star crystals. And now I can go back through and I can just occupy another mine. The top mine, if you go to the very, very top, that one will actually gather at a faster rate. So now I've completed both of those quests, which you will want to do every day. I try to do it right after reset. And so the crystals that you actually earn, you can go, there's a store in the ruins you can go through and you can buy. The thing that you want to focus on the most from the very beginning is buying out all of the birthstone chests. All right. And so once a week, this will refresh. So you'll be able to buy more. You can also get resources and all kinds of other things. All right. So what you'll get from here are your birthstones that you use for your zodiac. Right. So those are extremely critical to the game. Not only does each zodiac stone, when they're completed, give you stats, depending on which one it is, there's a lot of them. But additionally, you're going to need, and I'll show it in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and pick some here so I can upgrade one of them. Yeah, I think I need Pisces to get to 15 so I can evolve. So I'll go down, and now I can use the Pisces. Right, it'll take me right in there. Click evolve, and then I'll get the star power. You see I have 313. It's really, really good. Right, you can go through again. You can, every time you upgrade, you get 1. When you evolve, you get 75. It's really important, and you can see each one of these zodiacs actually, have different skills, and every time you upgrade them, it upgrades a different one of those stats. I'm an archer, so I go for the Sagittarius, and the other ones that actually give me archer attack, archer damage. I'll go for infantry HP. I'll go for anything to reduce the amount of damage my infantry takes, and increases the amount that I can do to my opponent's infantry. So I'll show you just upgrading here. I'm getting 1 star, and I'm going to show you why those stars are important here in just a minute, and why you need to be doing the star ruins every day. I'm not in the star ruins right now. I'm in the zodiac area, but everything you do in the star ruins is going to help you grow here. And so when I first started playing, I thought, oh, this is kind of a side thing. Individually, the stats don't look great from the very beginning, and I know they get better as you go along. But I didn't realize how critical it was to actually do the star ruins. All right, so you just go through and upgrade as many of these as you possibly can. See, there's my favorite one. It gives me archer attack and archer damage, and I have it maxed out currently. To go higher, I'll have to actually evolve, the ones when it's set at max, you have to actually evolve it to actually train more. And so you want to get as many as these stars as you possibly can. Your goal here is to get 2,000 of those stars. And that's at the beginning. But if you do it every single day, if you do the star ruins every single day, you will be able to get to that 2,000. It seems like it's really far away, but I've already, relatively new to this realm, and I've gone well over 2,000 already. I'm headed towards my second 2,000. And so you see here Apollo's bow. What I want to do is evolve this bow. To evolve the bow, to evolve an actual artifact, you're going to need 2,000 star power. And so for me to evolve, and the reason that I want to evolve it evolve it is because I get this artifact skill, and the skill is amazing. And you see, you want to do those for all of the artifacts that you're going to actually keep for the long term. And I have another video on artifacts and how you choose them. So here's my Heavenly Blade, which is the very first artifact that I was able to upgrade and evolve. And I love it. The artifact skill is pretty powerful. So as you can see here is Apollo's bow. The artifact skill is brute force, which gives a 7% chance of a power strike, dealing 1.5 times the damage. This is huge in the long run and is one of the better artifact skills that you can get. So that's one of my goals right now, is actually push towards that. And so I hope this helps. I hope this helps you realize how important the Star Ruins are to your gameplay. It's going to take you a while before you get to the point that you can evolve your Zodiacs, but you're going to want to build those from the very beginning anyway. So go ahead and start from level 1. Every single day you should be doing the Star Ruins. You should be gathering in the shallow lodes until you get strong enough to actually compete against the people in the deep lodes, so that you can gather faster, right? So the higher you go, or the deeper you go in the mines, the faster you're going to be able to actually mine. So I hope this helps, and I hope you realize now how important the Star Ruins are to your gameplay. All right, so I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.